Hello, everybody. Welcome back. NIS Fix Series time. First time doing this. Thought I was done racing Daytona and decided very, very last minute to jump into this. Um, kind of just due in nature to how my schedule for the rest of the week is working out, and saw this had a ton of people in it going off. So I was hoping maybe I could catch a split that was somewhat decent and hopefully be able to avoid some of the chaos. We're starting in the back. I think there's like 30 some cars in this, and we're starting 28th or something like that. I just decided not to qualify, and I'll probably just run in the back for quite a bit of the race. We've got 80 laps in total, so long way, plenty of time to make my way towards the front. Um, Probably pushing my luck. This is probably going to go really terribly considering the B fixed actually went pretty well. Usually can't hit two good Daytona races in a row, but we'll see what we can do. First time running these cars here at Daytona, I feel like it's probably going to be fairly similar to most other stock cars around here, so not going to worry too much about that. Just going to try to do what we can. Hopefully have some fun. Try to avoid all the chaos that happens. I have no idea how aggressive or stupid people are in NIS Fixed. I've only run a couple NIS Open Series races, so not sure how it translates over to the fixed side, if people are, treating it like I've seen in B and C fixed, or if it's because of it being a longer race, if people are a little bit smarter. We'll just have to see how it goes, though, but should be fun. Get one more oval race outside of this, or maybe a road race instead. I don't know, I haven't decided yet, but we'll have some fun with it. Close out Daytona week with this one. This definitely is going to be my last one. I won't do two Daytona races back to back, so figured the other side too was if I could actually make it out of this with a 0x, then with it being 80 laps at Daytona, could get a decent amount of safety rating and get me back over 3.0 potentially. Getting ready to go here. Pace car's off.
Let's go.
Cranes in the air. Coming to the line. 20's already going to drop to the bottom. I probably will find my way to the bottom, but we're just going to get people by. Get the 23 and the 29 lined up. Excuse me, the 30 lined up on the inside, so just hang here to the outside. Alright, now we'll slide in front of the 30. He doesn't look like he's trying to push real hard. He's 5th gear in the draft. One car dropping to the back. And he's going to decide to slide up now. That's the 7, so we'll let him go. Sit behind him. Got a little bit of an international flavor in this race. I'd say probably a third to a half of the drivers are international. It's just the time slot it is, I'm sure. Works out better for them to run than our traditional weeknight time slots. Drop back a couple spots, we're in 30th. As long as I can keep contact with the main pack, I'm not too worried about where we are. Just want to stay with them to always have a shot. It's kind of all over, but no big deal. Just something to make note of in case we start working our way up through the field later on in the race. Who I trust, who I don't trust. So this first half may be boring. Not going to take an aggressive approach to the race, just going to kind of lay back, play it smart. Don't have any the delta or the reference bars up. I don't know, that never feel like does very much for me at Daytona. 7 drops low again. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but we're gonna go by him now. It just doesn't, it's so based on who you're drafting with, what run you get, all that kind of stuff, that it doesn't do me any good to keep it up there. I kind of have a rough idea of when we're going to be pitting. If we stay green versus caution, so doesn't really do much for me. I think we are likely going to have to make 2 stops unless we get a ton of cautions. That guy is kind of slinging all over the place. Looks like we're trying to form an outside line. we'll just sit back here, just off of the 14 in case we need to be able to jump on the brakes, but close enough that I can keep touch with them. Another car shifting out. Looks like that's the 16 dropping back. Lap 4, it definitely is getting a little spicy. A little more guys double foul than I expected, but it's Daytona. People love to do that. Nobody wants to get into a single file line and run that for 60 laps. Just ahead to the outside. Got the 30 still behind us. It's like the 31, I think, trying to get a run on the outside. Still pretty far in the back. Really not a big deal to me. Like I said, it's all about just riding and trying to avoid chaos. Log clean laps, keep the car clean, keep myself in the position that I can make moves towards the end. If we make it all the way green, we'll check fuel. May hit somewhere around lap 27. May hit somewhere, I don't know, we'll see. I gotta pit with people, obviously, to stay in the draft, so we'll just see what people around us are doing, but car's not damaged, me start trying to work my way towards the front around lap 60 or so. Give myself about 20 laps to get up to the front. He's trying to work his way. We got the 16 to our outside, and then the 32's up there as well. GPU and processor hate this racing. This is the one time when I get really low frames compared to normal. Makes it a bit tough at times to run, but no big deal. As long as I don't really drop too far below 60 frames, I'll be okay with that. I feel like I'm barely running wide open with the way the draft is. Kind of into the corners and then start lifting again. Feeling pretty comfortable with the 14 ahead of me. He is dropping back a good bit from the main pack, so we might want to pick it up, try to get there. Because I don't want to lose that main pack. The 31 to our outside right now, so we might try to find our way to the front. No, not to the front, but ahead of the 14 up to the main pack. Just gotta try to find a way around him. 16's tucking in front of him. So keep an eye, see if that draws us up at all. Really look like it is. We're losing quite a bit of the main pack. We're 2.5 seconds ahead, so that's not what I wanted to do. Try to get the run on the outside. Try to hook up with the 16. In the middle, get by the 14. Need somebody to come help. There we go. We got the 32 wanting to do it. This is a good run. They are almost 4 seconds ahead, so it's time to get lined up and time to try to go. I didn't want to fall this far back. Wanted to be a couple tenths back in case a wreck happened, but not 4 seconds back. So hopefully I can get everybody to just get in a straight line, stay like this, and we can try to catch them. Although it's going to be pretty tough, given how many cars they have in their pack. And we're going to learn how we trust the 32 to push us. So this is one way to make sure that if we have a wreck, I have plenty of time to avoid it. It's also one way to completely lose touch with the main pack and not have a shot to get back there. They're continuing to pull away. We are so screwed. Sitting behind, I didn't realize the 14 was falling this far behind. It's not doing a good enough job pay attention to the relative, so that's going to hurt us big time because they are continuing to pull away. 32 is trying to do all he can to push me. Oh, looks like I'm going to have to hope for caution at some point. Somebody else wants to take the lead of this group, I will gladly give it to him, but we're falling back quite a bit. Just hoping that a wreck happens at some point. I'm thoroughly shocked if we go 80 laps without something happening. As they continue to pull away. Although nobody else is getting real antsy to get by, so I don't know. Kind of hard to say what to do. 16, if you want to take the lead of the pack, I'll fall in behind you and help push. Maybe we can try to get up to him a little bit faster.
I don't want to leave. You can figure that out with 7.
Problem if anybody else wants to take the front, maybe we can get there a little bit quicker. Trying to see if I can coordinate somebody else taking the front of this. Maybe we'll go a little faster, plus it'll help me save gas. I'm sure I'm burning through gas, which is why nobody else wants to lead. And we continue to lose quite a bit. And I don't think I'm at the point where I can go on one stop without saving a ton of gas, and I don't think it's going to be worth it. But God, we are losing the main pack. We're quite a bit behind. Laps are 48 seconds for me, and we're almost 20% of that behind. Not good. But one way, like I said, to make sure that we run clean. It's facilitated by me not catching the 14, falling off enough, and then just not being fast enough to run up 5 or 6 cars is way less than, 15. It's just aerodynamics. Everybody's doing a good job of keeping it clean so far too up there. I guess good job for them. The reality is the back 3 are even kind of falling off of it, and we're losing to them, so that's not a good thing. I thought by me getting to the front we'd go a little bit faster, but I don't think that really made a difference. So maybe try to fall back, maybe try to save fuel. Lap 17 this time by. Yeah, it's gonna be really close. Going to lap 40. High, let everybody by. I wish the 7 would just go to the bottom like I was trying to have happen.
Keep it steady, still there.
There we go, that's what I was looking for. If I go to the very back of the line, that's fine with me right now. Oh, so much for 0x because I was an idiot and came down and got 30. Honestly, could have been that code. Alright, well, plenty of laps to grind it back. Keep it clean. 31 and 7 have kind of pulled away. We're going to try to get a draft off of them. Hopefully try to get ourselves somewhat towards the front. We'll see if the 7's any quicker up front. Nothing else is going to help me save tires. I don't think anybody really wants to be in the front of this pack. I think we realize how bad we are. And going one stop's the only shot to do anything out of it, so.
Keep it down, man.
Well, this could have the makings of a terrible finish. This could be a really bad race. Really good race in that, you know, staying clean, but not good in finishing position, potentially. But we're still very early on, not even a quarter of the way through it. Four's fallen off. The 33's 9.5 ahead, so we've dropped more. Quite a bit more through those transfers. Can't even see them anymore. Well, that's not good that we can't even see them. Give it a couple more laps and see if we're picking up gas mileage at all. Hey, look, there they all are. Yeah, it's just so hard to get momentum when we've only got a few cars in our pack compared to, you know, the majority of the field, almost all the field running up there together. That's why the 24 is falling back so hard. So we are picking up time on him.
Come on up, one. Come on up. Come on up.
And it looked like we picked up a tiny bit on them. I don't know if they're slowing down, I doubt it. And we'll see at the 24 if we're going to try to go by them or if we're going to try to use them. We're going to try to go by them, it looks like. Just going to stick behind the 31. Wow, that got really loose there. Big one got loose. That was almost a caution. That was really scary.
Where's the caution?
Still there. B27.
Looks like big thing happened. Alright, so we got caution. Alright, that's going to save us.
Delayed for anybody else.
Alright, we got people stopped up here.
There was another wreck. 1 and 2.
There was almost going to be a wreck there. People going low.
We're under caution. Pits are closed. His car is out.
Alright, so you got some people with some damage.
24.
Brings us all back up to the field. We're going to be back up with the field, so all hope is restored.
What happened 20 laps ago?
We'll come in and get
I was in the
4 tires full of fuel.
5 laps ago and I failed. They're just moving around too much.
It was going to be really close on fuel. But I think now we're definitely going to obviously need one more stop because we're not going to go 60-some laps
You got any faster than
on fuel. We'd have to have constant cautions to do that.
Can we catch up to the field back here?
Waiting on the 13.
It's like we got a bunch of people running really slow.
All we can do is go as fast as the boys in front of us.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
too
I know you're
worried.
not the problem. I just knew somebody in front of us just kind of said,
Too worried about catching up the field. I know we'll end up getting there. Jeez, that's how far behind we are. The pits are open. We're only into turn 1, and I can't get by the 10s. Got front end damage. Trying to save a little bit where I can. I'll minimize the pit road time. Not that that really matters right now because we're so far behind.
The leader, Moats, is pitting.
Well, I guess we're not as far because now the leader's just getting in, so you're about straight away behind or so. Time to get on the pit road.
Look out for the pit speed limit. Pit lane speed limit is 60 miles per hour. 2, 1, box now.
Really bad entry. Got to cut in a bit sooner there, but it's no big deal. I'm not really too worried about it. I can see the majority of the field getting in and out. We'll still be lined up in the back, but big deal. And like I said, we got that 4X, which honestly I want to look at it. Might have been Echo, which if it was, tough break, but no big deal. Stupid, I shouldn't have ever been that close to the 30, so that's my fault, but we'll get it. No big deal. Still plenty of laps. We've still got 57 to go. Plenty of time to put that behind us. Get incident-free corners. May not get the full bump I was looking for, but
Yeah, I was waiting for the caution
if I can
to
get
come out.
0.2, 0.3 out of it, I'll be pretty happy with that.
That was a pretty good wreck, but I was surprised it wasn't. And then because everybody just started slowing up a little bit, and then now it's just a little too late.
I was really worried what was going to happen if we didn't get a caution, that we'd be in deep, deep trouble.
Here's the name. I think we made it like 45 laps, and we had green flag pit stop at the front. But yeah,
So we still got the possibility of green flag pit stops. One more stop expected. I think reasonably if we can get to, you know, 43, 44, something like that, we can make it the rest of the way on fuel.
Okay, Jake, get ready. Race will resume at the end of this.
We almost wrecked with the 24 the way we had to move out. I learned you cannot take quick movements like that. Tires out of nowhere. That's standard for Daytona. That was a scary moment. How I did not hit anybody else was really scary. The 7 was in front of us. He went, like, we both just kind of snapped loose at the same time, so that was definitely a bit more sketchy than I expected it to be.
hey, so Jim, where you at?
Alright, so learned my lesson about losing the draft. Gotta make sure I do a better job staying with the main pack this run. Not really sure what the 24 is like. I know how I feel around the 32, the 7, and the 30, so got an idea. Just got to make sure not to lose the draft, and we're gonna have the 14 lined up behind us as well. See how many cars we dropped out of that wreck. Looks like just 2 so far. Don't know how many more are gonna be damaged though. We knew the 10 was pretty damaged. He is not off the lead lap, so we'll see. Getting ready to go on lap 26. We'll have 55 to go. Pace car's going to be pulling off.
Green flag, clear.
Alright. Wow, inside line checked up hard there. I like the inside line for the safety of having the apron, but if it continues to fall back, we might have to jump to the outside at some point. That checked up hard on the restart. Really big run on the 30, had to tap the brakes. So the inside line just, it goes and then it stalls, and then it goes and then it stalls. Looks like we got one kind of holding it up there. I don't know if he's going to lose touch with them. Try to watch that as much as I can and then catch somebody on the outside to go. I think we might go to the outside now. 32 went to the high side, 14 went up there and then jumped in. I didn't want to be this far up in the field, but I think the 8 was kind of scaring me a little bit with how far he was falling back. So, time I say I'm going to sit right in the back, I said it, be fixed. We went to the front, so just go to the front. Stay behind the 32 on the outside. Got the 17 directly behind us. Learning some people that I've not been around at all this entire race. Outside line checks up. God, I cannot stay off him. I don't know why it stalled so badly. You can see the inside line with the massive run. 14:32 cut down. 24 is going to look to do the same thing. We're going to jump to the bottom because I did not like that check up at all. Looks like a lot of people all elected to do that. So we got the 15. Clear him. 23 is going to be the next one up ahead. Alright, we don't want to be behind the 14. Because he was the one that slowed us up last time. Watch the gap between the 14 and 23. If it starts to open up too much, then I'll bail. I have to go to the high side, but yeah, we're going to go to the high side because I'm not liking what the 14's doing again. I want to keep a little bit of separation in case you get on the brakes, but not losing the main pack again. Jump back to the outside. If we can slot in front of the 23, we'll do it. Alright, got me ahead of the 14. Did what I needed to do. We're back to the inside, back to my safe place. 17:34, we're gonna make the outside line work. I don't know, maybe the outside line gets reformed to get some momentum again. 14 jump to the high side as well. Keep playing a game. 14. Every time he goes to the inside and gets in front of me, we're gonna have to try to find a way around him. Well, only if he slots to my line, but he stays high. Both lanes checking up pretty hard right now. Brakes, killed the momentum. Lost a little bit of the 32, but get a run down the front stretch, close back up to him. Trying to anticipate these runs a little better, not have to go through the hard brakes to keep from hitting in the back of them. Help with the momentum a little bit. Catching a little bit of the underbody and diffuser there. Pathetic thing is we're only in like the top half of the field right now. If I set a place, I'd like to get a top 10 out of this, but really just finishing it at this point will make me happy. 32 thought about jumping high, comes back to the bottom. Gotta watch him, he seems a bit all over. 14 is gonna fill his hole, go to the outside. He's gonna try to line up behind the 34. Sadly, I trust 24 more than I trust the 32. We got a slow car down low. Looks like he's going to stay on the apron. Should work by him. It is the 12. Outside line temporarily seems to be a bit faster. We're getting a run now down the front stretch. 14 jumps in front of us, so we're going to have to think about getting around him again. Like I said, I don't trust that he's not going to lose touch this line, although we didn't do it too bad on the outside. 8's laying back a good bit, starting to get a run. We're just sitting here for right now. 6 gonna slot down in front of the 14. Jumps out of the outside line. He's getting run on the outside. 6 slots back up to the high side, 3 cuts down, bottom, 6 almost throws a block, 6 gonna sit in the middle. Where is he gonna go? He's gonna try to force it. Just gonna try to clear him before he does something stupid. Alright, back by him. So, Price is averted, 14 goes to the high side, 3 going up to the outside. 3's looking like he wants to make a move to the front now. The run on the 32. Close up to him. 14 thought about trying to come down to the bottom, but we had the run. So, we'll need to try to work the outside to get by the 14. He's going to get a run on the 34 on the outside, 6, or the 3 slotted in front of the 32. 24 checks up. Thought for a minute the 3 was going to think middle. I am fine with running right here for now. This is just enough for me. And 3 goes spinning off the inside. I don't know if the 32 gave him a shot or not, but I get by the 32. 3 somehow saved it. Wow. I thought he was headed down to the infield wall, so we'll have to check that afterwards. That was a really good save if he did that somehow. It's the 14 back in front of us on the outside. Just line up behind the 24. It's going to create a bit of a separation too. I'm sure the 3 will be able to get back to us, but there's almost a full second now of a break between this first pack and them behind. Curious to see when everybody wants to pit. Guessing they may try to just, if we stay green, push it as long as they can, take the least amount of fuel, maybe like right sides only or no tires. Just working the inside line, I'm not really going anywhere. Just following the 24 in front of me. 3 of them will catch us. Not that I'm worried about getting past. Just curious to see if we'd end up getting 2 packs forming again. 14's going to line up behind us. Pulls away, inside line's really getting a good run. I'm going to try to tighten back up to him. We'll see if anybody's going to try to duck in front of us. I think 27 is the one lined up, waiting the outside line. It's been up to that for the most part. Wow, we check up hard there. That's what keeps happening. Like, we get these runs and then all of a sudden it just checks up and then allows the outside line to get the advantage and start pulling ahead. We're still not even halfway yet. Where he was able to catch back up, he's right behind us. don't have a problem with him right now. 17 got really high there in 3. He's going to kind of fall back a bit. Got some fast people, or some, shouldn't necessarily say, I guess they could be likely fast people. Some high-rated guys around us, as well as some low guys, so it's a big trust game right now. I don't know if the 24 did something with the 29, or 29 was all on his own, but it's looking kind of scary now. I don't want to drop to the back, but I like the idea of the outside line because the 29's kind of scaring me, but outside line also scares me and isn't really going anywhere, so it's like the lesser of the two evils right now. Which one do I want? People in the front of this inside line are in the best spot right now. Well, things for sure with not having tape on the nose in these next gen cars, you don't have to worry about the water temp as much. It's kind of a nice thing, although I guess it also means people can be right on top of each other for pretty much the whole race and not worry either, which only before somebody did that they were going to blow up, so you knew they had to duck out at some point. Uh, 24 all over. That was definitely a scary moment there. Halfway down though. Only have one caution so far in 40 laps. I will take that. It's not been a bad run despite all the scary moments we've had. He's falling back a little bit. Wow, the 9 kind of showed up out of nowhere there. I don't know if he was trying to look to the inside of the 4 and make it 3 wide, or if he just shot off the wall a little bit. But that was a bit scary too. Kind of pushing up a bit too much on the 32 there. But just going to continue to stay here on the bottom. A few more laps to check fuel, see how many laps I have left. So I know we can't make it on this tank, but just trying to figure out roughly when it could be and what could end up happening. Gotta anticipate what everybody else is gonna do as well to try to stop with them. 24 is really scaring me off of turn 4 when he does that. Just cannot get a run, and the outside's not opening itself up to try to go around him on the outside. It's like we've lost touch with a bunch of people behind. I don't know if that's all cars that are damaged or if that's the same thing that happened in the first run to us. One car blinking up ahead. Was the 5. Watch for that as well. A couple cars up ahead to keep getting loose off of 4 going into the trioval. It's the 25 and the 29 that look like they're the problems. No, 29 no, not too much. 25 and 24. It's pretty good runs in though. It's about 23 laps left in the tank. puts us at somewhere around 67, 68. Yeah, I'm guessing if we're gonna do it, it's gonna be fuel only.
Still there. He's still there. Keep digging. Alright, as long as he's still there, that's all.
That
Still there.
a little under a half gallon per lap, so
He's still there.
probably carry like 8 gallons.
Right side.
Count for green white checker. 17 gonna slot down in front of us.
Clear high.
Outside line is gonna form up.
60.
4 is gonna look to the outside. 32's getting the run. They stay out there. 9's staying behind us on the inside.
Right side.
See how well the 17 does. He wasn't doing bad on the outside.
Still there.
See what he does on the inside behind the 24.
Clear outside. On your right. Clear high.
Might do a fuel only if we go green flag stop and just run with the tires the way they are.
Keep it together. Hold your line.
Since we're gonna be, if we run it all the way to dry, we're gonna need so little.
Keep it steady. Still there.
Like I said, I don't want to be the only car to do that and end up without the draft and be in a terrible spot.
He's still there. Still there. Still there. Clear right. Right side. Clear. Coming up on your. Still there.
Outside line definitely has the momentum when they can get formed. They just
Right side.
cannot consistently run, so that's why I'm afraid to jumping up there and then getting stuck, and then if a wreck happens, I've got nowhere to go. If it was like that much faster, then I would lose some of the safety of the inside line to be able to go quicker, but it's just not consistently faster.
Clear high.
17 place. Roger 7. 0, 0.
Gallon right side.
Got the 32 behind us now.
Clear high.
9 goes to the outside, 3's caught back up, he goes to the outside. 16 also looking on the outside.
Gallon right side. Still there. He's still there. Keep it steady. Still there. Still there. Keep it together.
Actually really impressed with this racing so far. This is a lot better at Daytona than I expected it to be.
Still there.
I don't know if it's just the field that we're in, if it's the longer race, what it is, but this is definitely a lot better.
Still there. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Clear high.
One car sorting out.
On your right.
It's the 21, 28, excuse me. He's dropping back.
Side clear.
Clear him.
Right side. Still there.
Lost a bit of the 17, but I think we'll be able to get back to him.
Clear high.
See if the 9 cuts down in front. Yeah, he does. I was kind of expecting that. No big deal. Although, I don't want to be losing too much. The 9's going to be this slow. We'll see if he sucks back up to the 17. Looks like he's going to, so worries won't be there now.
Still there.
I kind of let him get away, so got another one. That's the 25 shifting out. No, the 5, excuse me. Taco Bell. Blinky.
Clear high. Coming up on your.
9 shifted back to the outside, so we'll just tuck back up to the 17.
Still there.
3's going to slot down in front of us.
Right
I
side.
looked at my rail, so I got a half dog.
Well, when I thought the 17 was going to look to the outside, you think he was just pushing off before.
Still there.
30 to go. Working lap 51.
Consistently, or like once in a while?
Gallon right
I
side.
dropped out of the pack, obviously. Just want to make sure.
Still there. Left side line's clear.
It was once in a while, like, you would just all of a sudden, like, teleport in the air and start floating all over the place. It started fixing stuff a little bit, but
pretty comfortable spot right here. I'm okay with staying right here for now.
Yeah, it was usually like 1 point to the left.
Curious to see when people start thinking about pitting, if that's going to happen at all anytime soon, or if everybody again is going to try to run the tanks dry and just go fuel only. Oh, slower car up ahead. A little bit behind them, maybe half straight behind them. 17 pushes wide. Is the 3 going to make it 3 wide? No. 3's going to let him back in.
10.
Outside line's getting a good run now. Almost pulling even. Guys in the front. It's going to get tense now with 2 slower cars. I don't know where anybody's going, so we're just going to trust that we make it through this. This could be the wreck. Takes out half the field. There is the checkup call. Lap cars in the wall. Just gotta get by them. Looks like it's the 12. Wreck to the inside. No caution yet. There's our good friend, the 14. We stay green though with that spinning all the way to the back, or the inside, the back stretch. Alright, by the lap car. Lap car is going to run with us. Not trying to pinch him. That's going to be fun with the lap car in the mix now. Wow, he makes a big dive in front of the 3. Okay, this is going to get fun. Kind of get a little loose there off of 2. 32 is not happy with how slow we're going. 12's kind of going all over the place. I think the 3 is going to tuck back up to the 17, so I'm okay with being here. 32 is trying to get the run on the outside. 6 is going to get shuffled back. 6 is also a lap down. I get really loose there off of 4. I think I just lifted too much and it kind of transferred the balance a little too much. So 12 and 6 are lapped down on the outside. We got another lap car up high. Just gonna stay here. 4 was not a lap car. He just gets into the wall and is going to the back. Got 26 left. Well, probably about 12 laps of fuel when we come by, so it's somewhere around lap 67, 68 still. We'll start making fuel adjustments since we'll be pitting sooner. Go 9 gallons. And technically, even if we were finished here in 17th, it's top half of the field and better than where we're supposed to finish, so that wouldn't be the worst thing, but I feel like we got the potential to work our way towards the top 10, so and just waiting for, you know, time to go. Wow, 8 gets a big run and just decides to take advantage of it. Shot way to the outside. Pretty much everybody's stacked up on the inside now. I think I want to stay towards the inside. And as soon as I start seeing people pit, that's when we'll look at coming in. Make it much easier if I stay on the inside to be able to get into pit road cleanly. I don't think we're really losing touch with the draft either, so not too worried from that perspective, unlike the first run. Yeah, if I don't lift as bad off before, it doesn't transfer the weight and it stays a lot more planted. So that was something that I just need to make note of and not do. Where he jumps to the outside. I guess if that line gets going, we'll jump to it, but stay here on the inside, although I'm driving like junk. There we go. Where he's gone. That outside line is going. Which also got 2 lap cars in it, which kind of scares me. Got the 17 and the 8 directly in front of us. Well, 3 is showing how you want to run super speedways and pick up spots. Maybe I'll take a run at it if we can. I don't know, because it seems like the inside line is getting some momentum back. It's so hard to say. I think, yeah, what everybody else does, somewhere around lap 67 coming in, we'll be crossing on the 68 on pit road. It's probably the time to go. Do fuel only. Side line's kind of breaking up a little bit. The 6 is falling back a little bit. 3's trying to slot his way in front of the 32. Stays to the high side. See if he cuts down now. Not quite. Still trying to run that middle, just not clear. Trying to keep an eye out for people up front when they're going to pit too. They come in, I'll make an adjustment. Although we're close to being good on what I set. I got one driver calling out pits. Not sure where he's at. Just be on the lookout. 15 tightens up. I think we're going to throw a bit more in just to make sure we're good. If I continue to go longer, then I'll back it out. We've got 3, so we only want 9 gallons adding. Alright, looks like that's from behind, so everybody up here is still staying out.
I got like 3 more laps.
So we'll continue to stay with that. I lost a little bit of touch of the 17, so we're trying to tighten back up. Got 1 car coming out of the pits. 3's all the way up on the outside. 12, 6 lap car jumped down to the bottom. We may want to work by him if he causes a separation to form.
Hitting this time. We just hitting this time. Remember, everyone, don't slow down when you cross the yellow line, or you'll get run over.
Leaders coming in. I don't know how many people are going to come in. Looks like about half the field will come in when the rest of this group comes in. Maybe we'll catch a caution and be lucky. Seems like about half the field now has come in. Well, that was a scary moment there almost. So we get green flag stops. Wouldn't have necessarily expected that, given how Daytona week usually goes. Yeah, we're going to come in this time. I think the rest of the field's going to come in, so let's just hope our separation works. Get hit by the 15.
Maybe you can make another.
How I did not speed, I don't know. That was a terrible entry. And I did that. I am so terrible at pit stops. And we got tires going, which I didn't uncheck.
15 cars sitting this time.
Cannot believe I did that, so we botched up this whole pit stop.
I'm gonna just doing my race.
Hopefully stay out with some of these cars. The 3, the 4 around us, so I guess tires might help us.
9, 6 gonna have to serve down here, I think.
Yeah, I have no idea how I didn't get a black flag for speeding on entry. That was a terrible entrance on my part, but getting hit by the 15 also didn't help things.
Watch out.
Try to work back up to the 3 as best as I can. Just hope that this worked out. Would have been further ahead had I not screwed up the pit stop. No idea where this is going to sort out. It's going to be what it's going to be. Not much we can do. Trying to get up to the 3. Four's falling way back. 21's falling back. Tightening up to the 3. Probably should have shifted to 5th a little bit sooner. Just trying to wind the motor up. Best thing to do is just to sit behind the 3 and the 4. I'm not going to try to make moves. 3 of us are going to be stronger together. Well, this is going to be a really fun finish. Try to work by the 32 slow. At least be a spot there. Not that we're in the top 10 yet, but we're going to shoot for it. So we're going to have 15 laps to go this time by. Green flag stops. Wow. I have hit the mecca of clean races at Daytona week. Like I said, no reason to try to get around the 3 or the 4. A, they know what they're doing, and B, we're stronger with the 3 of us together.
Yeah, we did that better than that.
We're catching cars. So, top 10's still possible. Big group of cars up here. I think this will actually be the lead pack. So we didn't end up too far off. Plenty of fuel. Tires. Left side was actually more, so I'll take that. Time to just go for it now. Two's caught back up to us. Three's gonna look to the high side. Run, 4 goes up there to try to stop. He saw the momentum that I had. Work by the 33. Temporary 3 wide moment. That's scary. We're stalling out now. Back to the outside. Contact with the 3. He kind of shoves 25 down the track. We got 3 wide here. 3's in go mode. We're inside the top 10 now. I want to get ahead of the 12. Get the 25 to our inside right now. 26 is being shuffled out in the middle. Try to work by him here. Stay behind the 4. Hey, we're still in a position to potentially win this thing. Stupid move on my part. How I saved that, I don't know. That was on my part, now the 12 was going to go low. Had the clear call, tried to take advantage of it, just wasn't there. Don't know how I saved that. Stupid mistake on my part. I tried to cut for the 12. I don't know. He came down there, but see if we can catch back up to the group. Otherwise, that's going to hurt us. Got the 33 to our outside. It's a lap down. I think we might have lost too much momentum to get back up to them. So, my fault. How I save that, I don't know. See if the 12 will give us a push. Probably want to get into 4th gear. Get the RPMs out of it. Try to wind it back up. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're falling back really bad. And we got a main pack that's coming. Well, not a main pack, but another group. Try to see if we can get the 12 to push us. Yeah, my fault for trying to make an aggressive move, get down to the bottom in front of him. This wasn't ever going to work out. That cost me a shot at a top 10. Just have to try to get in front of the 9 once they get there. Use the momentum that they have. Although with 10 to go, I don't know if we're going to get there. We're going to need a caution at this point. Which, who knows? Small pack up front. Not likely, but guys may drive stupid and have one happen. How I didn't get a 4X, I don't know. I can't do anything to go any quicker. Because if I jump into 5th, I guess we get a little bit of an advantage, so my fault for running in 4th. Just bogs it down into the corners. Try to time the run with the 9 as soon as possible. We got one car coming back up the track. That's the 3 who got shuffled out. That was not the 3, that was 15, sorry. Got 18 slow, low. So we'll watch when the 9 gets these 2 seconds back. Top 10 might happen. I don't know if we're going to be able to get to the 18 in time. Try to grab a run off of him. If he's up to speed, we'll push. It looks like there's a big separation now. Something happened in the main group that didn't bring out a caution because the 3 and the 26 are way back. 9's a second and a half back now. That's the lead group I want to jump in front of. I'm going to stay behind the 18 right now to catch as much of a run off of him. Just see what the closure rate is. I think we're going to go by him. Yeah, we're definitely going to try to jump in front of the 9 if they get here at all. Which I imagine they will, but we'll see. 6 seconds back of the main group. So they got 7 in that main group. 26-3 running together. They're 3.5 ahead. And then you've got quite a bit behind. 9's coming though. 18's there behind the 12. 9's now on the outside. Whenever I see that line form and get to the outside, I'm going to jump in front of them. Hope that they push. It's the only thing I can do here. We got 7 to go. Although it looks like this is going to be more or less a battle just here. We're not going to be fast enough to get to that front group. Just got to try to time it as best as I can. Not do it too early, not do it too late. Although the 12 is going to be the one to do it. He's going to go spinning down to the infield. Bouncing off. Try to stay in front of the 9. Don't want to get shuffled out, and we're going to get shuffled out because we're too slow. Trying to catch the run. Not going to work out. Grab a gear. It's not going to work out, so we're going further back. I'm going to grab a draft off of somebody. Work our way back up. I don't know who, but we're going to try to grab somebody. See if we can catch up to the 16. He's got the 9 just in front of him. 24 ducks down in front of him. Run on the 16. 5 to go next time by. Probably should have gone to the outside. 27's going to run to the outside. Stays close to the 16 right now. Get the draft. Trying to clear the 31. He's lapped down. made so many stupid moves in this. Usually I'm somewhat decent at super speedway racing. Today, just terrible driving. And I got to start making moves if I want to try to get to the front of this pack. I mean, 16th, again, is still better than where I'm supposed to finish. Just smelled that top 10. 16 tries to block me.
Oh my god, you just stay in line. Stay with the train and push. Don't turn his head.
Not a good idea, so we're going to go back. I was trying to get a run, but just did not work out. Maybe we'll get lucky. We'll get a green white checker. Be able to get there. 34 gets loose. He's gonna spin to the back. 16's gonna get the momentum. Try to. I can't slot in front of the 34 or the 31. Tag on it. This is not gonna work out. 31's got the momentum, so we're going to lose a spot or two out of this.
That's alright. I think we're just gonna have another caution here anyway.
Nothing I can do. Slot him by in the 27, lose another spot. I think we should gain one or two, though, with a couple cars wrecking the 34. So I think we should be like 15th. Yeah. 3 to go. 16's getting sorted to the high side. He's going to try to go around the 24, which looks like the way to go. See if the 31 can go. So if I can pick up any spots right now, I'll take them. It's not going to be a top 10, but I'm not sure where the 24 was going there. He was starting to turn right. 16 slots down in front, so now the inside line is going to get the momentum with more cars there. 31's just not fast enough. Unfortunately, with a car, he's not bad, but by himself, he's not very quick. So that idea didn't work out. Just get by the 31, go back to the bottom. Catching up, we got 2 groups of cars we may get in the next 2 laps. '24 scares me. 16 doing all he can to lead this group. Four of them grouping up. I don't know if we're going to get to them. Only shot is for us to stay in line and hopefully try to get there by the end of the next lap. Big checkup. Also got a group coming from behind, which is going to be scary. White flag. 1 car backwards. How we don't have a caution for that, I don't know. 14's here. 27 pushes upward to try to take the bottom line. Got the 14 behind us. 27 blocks at 14's almost on our back bumper. Alright, time to go to the inside, shuffle the 27 out. Get the draft. Whoa! Well, I don't know where that came from. But that just killed all our spots. Wow, so much for keeping it clean the rest of the way. Oh, wow, that's so scary. We got cars wrecked everywhere. A couple spots we might be able to get back. Holy cow, what a finish. That about sent my heart through my chest. I don't know what happened there on that end. We had a clean race up until that point. 14th, I think, is where it says we're going. Wow. Wow. I don't know where the 27 came from. It's like he got hit by somebody. Oh, I'll take 14th. I won't take the 8X. That sucks, but
Just chilling in the racetrack.
I'll take 14th. Yeah, that's where we finished. Wow. So the 1 and the 2 finished first. Well, let's go take a look at that end. That was crazy. I don't know what happened on that end. I want to watch that last lap. Alright. Turn that down. Drop this down a little bit. So I'm gonna get the run on the 27 here. I got the 14 behind me,
Finish
13 looking there. So the 27 kind of pushed his way out, so I wanted to jump to the inside. He jumps to the outside. All right, maybe the 15 gave a little bit of a push to the 13, which got him in the 27. It's gonna go up to a little bit more of an overhead. And then we're gonna look at the 13's perspective. Alright, so he's getting the run on the outside. 27 jumps up in front of him to get the momentum of that lane. And then the 15... Yeah, looks like he gives the 13 a bit of a shot, and unfortunately the 13 just clips the 27 dead in the left rear. And that's going to send... This is the point where I saw the 27 come across, and those 13 had already made contact with me. And then unfortunately, that sends me down. How I get straightened back out off of the 27, how I keep it straight, I don't know. But then, let's watch the rest of this, because this is where it gets scary. So you have one car spinning up there, that's the 8. He's going to collect the 18. We're going to slot in front of the 13, or 33. The high side of the 8, below the 18. And we got the 14, you got 2 more cars spun down. So we get by the 14, come across the line. Let's just look at, I want to look at all of what happened there. Because the 8's the one that, fortunately, so the 8's just ahead of the 3. This was that group before we were trying to catch. So they're coming to turn 3. 3 tries to look to the inside, not there, just gets into the left rear of the 8, spins him. 8 comes down right in front of the 13, gets the 13, who gets the 18 and the 14. And there's going to be a wreck further up ahead that happened well ahead of that. So let's take a look at what happened to the 4 and the 35. So they were part of this main group here. This was the main pack coming to turn 3. Got the 1 leading the outside line, 2's on the inside line, 4's pushing on the 1. 35 just comes up into the 29, gets slow in front. 25, then 29 pushes the 4 around. That collects the 32, the 25, the 28, and the 4. So we got by the 4 and the 35 out of that. You see the 32 works his way around, and then here comes our group. 35's trying to roll around, but not quite quick enough. Yeah, crazy finish there. We'll jump back to the very beginning and see if we can see what all happened. So 28, it's going to get into the wall. I think you're going to see a lot. Nope, blinks. I don't want to watch blinks. I want to see what brought out the caution. And I want to see, when I got separated, did I actually get 30-10 in the wall? Alright, so that did not bring out the caution. Let's rewind that one and look at that. No, I think that did bring out the caution eventually. So the 10's running the... He gets into... Oh, he just gets loose off the corner, hits the wall hard, gets into the 20. Almost gets into the 4. 20's going there on the inside. We're back green. 6 just runs right into the 17. Alright, this I think brings out the yellow. Yeah, that brought out the yellow. So I also want to go back and look at what happened for me when I got that 0 or the 4x. So this was behind. Sorry, I'm trying to see if I can find that moment when we got around the 30. Okay, so it's coming up here. This is when I was trying to let the 7 by. Drop back to save some fuel. So the 7 and the 31 are going. And I thought I was clear. The 30 got a really big run. Alright, yeah, so I came down. Let's look at it from the 30's perspective. He's going to come and get the big run. Did we actually netcode? Yeah, we just netcoded. but I ended up getting the 4X out of it, which is fine because it probably would have hit anyways. Already finished with 9X, wow. Yeah, so that was everything. Let's take a look at the results. Not the worst race ever, not the best, but certainly, take what we can out of it. I know there's more splits than just this one. So 28.99 strength of field for ours. The rest of them must be finishing up. One caution out of it. I'll really take that. That was pretty good. We got a green flag pit stop in, which would have gone better had I not overshot my box, but also not had the 15 run into us. Tiny bit of safety rating gain, 0.04. Caught that 4X at the end. Probably would have been better off had we not had that, but yeah, it's the brakes. A little bit of an iRating gain too, so up to 2,900. It's Daytona. I mean, you see people up there that started in the back, people started in the front, people all over. High-rated guys there, low-rated guys there. Everything's pretty close with how many entrants in this, so how many splits there were. I'm guessing there was probably, if there wasn't at least 10 splits, I'd be shocked if not more. So, not a bad race overall. Pretty fun for the most part. Again, still not my favorite style of racing. It's just not what I enjoy, but it's fun for you guys. And after that restart, we got saved with that caution to catch back up the field, and we had some fun race in the back half of the race. Stupid mistake on my part with the 12. So that caused the separation, cost me to keep back from that lead back, but maybe it was blessing disguise. We might have gotten taken out and then finished even further back, 14th. I know, hard to say. So lessons to learn. It was my first one in the current Cup car, so a lot to learn about that and how it handles weight transfer and everything. I haven't really done any practice at all, so probably should have been something, but would have needed to be in the draft to learn a lot of that stuff. So we'll take it, move on, and probably grind up, either street stock or super late model or something. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. Feel free to leave any feedback. Love to hear from you guys. And until the next one, I hope all your laps are fast, your races are clean, and your finishes are good. Thanks for watching.